remember that when it's time for me to collect.
Tell me it's a lie.
You think Tracy is interested in Cody?
We can deliver them a stronger case against someone else.
You worried that I'm going to incriminate Christina or you?
Lulu's life is on the line. There's no time to waste.
Anna's character has become one of the most frustrating to watch, especially now that she's paired with Jason. Brennan and Carly, on the other hand, have that undeniable spark. Honestly, I'm not enjoying Anna much at all. Maybe it's time for her to retire with Sonny. Her acting isn't what it used to be. Someone even mentioned she's all over the place, and I have to agree. I definitely don't want to see her with Jason. They should have kept Gregory around longer, especially for Tracy. The idea of her suddenly lusting after Cody is just ridiculous. Are they trying to make the show unwatchable? And seriously, Laura and Kevin going off to find Lucky. What are they, a special forces team? Didn't Laura already try to find him? And why would Carly send Jason on that mission when he just got back? As for Cody and Sasha, they need some time to themselves. Maybe book a hotel room to avoid interruptions. It's sad to see how far Anna's character has fallen. She used to be so full of life, but now, I don't think we'll see any change in her until Valentin returns, which he will eventually. Now, about Tracy and Cody, I don't think she's actually lusting after him. I think she fears losing a friend who speaks to her directly. She's already lost Luke, Finn, and his father, all of whom were honest with her. If the writers push Cody and Tracy together, it would be as bad as pairing Anna with Jason. There's nothing wrong with older women dating younger men, but in these cases, it just doesn't work. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Messy Syrup. It's me, Abby, here. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Keep watching, so let's dive into today's video. Christina should just come clean. She was so overwhelmed with grief that she took Sonny's gun with the intention of ending her life. She spent time at the baby's grave and realized it would be a terrible mistake. Alexis found the gun in her purse, unaware it belonged to Sonny. She assumed Christina, devastated by grief, might harm herself and decided to dispose of it. Now, Jason is about to embark on a mission to find Lucky. This dynamic should be fascinating, especially since Liz slept with Jason while married to Lucky. Jason and Lucky have never really been friends, at least, not as I recall, but this life-or-death situation will force them to work together if they want to survive. It'll definitely be interesting to see how it plays out. Anna's character has shifted dramatically. She seems scattered, and it's unclear what her true motives are or who she's working for. Her once clear sense of justice is now a confusing mix of interests. As for Alexis, shouldn't she have an alibi? She was with Sam all night. It's possible she's avoiding saying why Sam was over, as it might implicate Christina. But since Alexis lives with Christina, the PCPD would likely want to know why they weren't home together that night anyway. However, Master Tracy is just missing her family. She doesn't have many left, just her kids, no siblings, cousins, or parents. There's maybe some low-key jealousy at play, but it's really just loneliness. And why won't they let Spinelli visit Lulu in the hospital? He's the reason Lulu and Maxie became friends, and Lulu was the first person he met when he came to Port Charles. What's going on with that? How is Carly now at the center of Lulu's story? Laura leaves town, and we're stuck with Carly? They were never even close. At least I saw Tracy today. Please give Cody and Sasha a great love story. I'm glued to the screen when they're on, but otherwise, I lose interest with all the violence. It's just not holding my attention. They really need to give Lois her voice back. This storyline is absurd. And why is Cody and Tracy even being considered as a possibility? That's another ridiculous plot. Also, for those bashing Carly, she's now the matriarch of the Spencer family. Laura isn't. Laura is the mother of Spencer and Lulu, but she's the matriarch of the Weber family. If you don't know the Spencer family history, look it up. And I wish James would just spill the beans about Willow and Drew already, another pointless storyline. Please, let's not go there with Tracy and Cody. Tracy is old enough to be his grandmother. Find someone more appropriate for her. That pairing would be insane. It's bad enough with this Willow and Drew mess. I'd also hate Anna going after Sonny. She helped Valentin escape Port Charles, even though he was responsible for Sonny's meds and is twice the villain Sonny is. Her character has become so hypocritical and nonsensical. Sonny, for a gangster, is as decent as they come. He gives back to the community and keeps Port Charles as drug-free as possible. Please change this storyline. I can't stand Anna's character right now, and enough with stereotyping Lois. I've been around Italian Americans my entire life, and no one talks like that or has nails that long at her age. It's insulting. If you want authenticity, go to Brooklyn and meet some real Italians. Stop putting people in boxes. It's awful. Molly is completely out of control, vindictive, and cruel. TJ, too, has been a terrible influence. I can't stand them together. Christina has every right to grieve for her daughter, no matter who the child was meant to be raised by. Molly can't just swoop in and take her away from Christina, and then have the nerve to try and turn her own sister into the cops. What kind of sibling does that? I don't remember Carly and Lulu being close, so why is Carly suddenly so invested in her? And where is Dante in all of this? How did Carly become the one responsible for finding Lulu? Laura and Kevin are already off looking for Lucky, so do we really need Jason heading to Somalia too? Why even bring the Lulu character back in the first place if this is the direction they're taking? Can we send Anna away for a while? Every situation she gets involved in just highlights what a hypocrite she's become. I hope Brennan discovers how she helped Valentin escape and uses that to his advantage. Anna's become a complete joke. Lois has lost all her spark. Her accent used to be such a key part of her identity, making her stand out. Bring back Lois' accent. It's part of what made her unique, and this change is a slap in the face to Bensonhurst. What kind of message does this send to young girls who might be watching? As for Carly, let's not forget, her only real friend was Jason, and that only happened after his horrible car accident. She turned him into her personal puppet. Carly and Lulu were never friends. People seem to forget Carly is far from a saint. She had an affair with her mother's husband, Tommy Jones, slept with AJ and then his brother Jason, and even had a fling with Jason's best friend, Sonny. She was focused on Sonny from the start. Now, Alexis and Christina took Sonny's gun. That was a huge mistake. She needs to own up to it. You don't just take a gun from someone and then do something as reckless as throwing it overboard. What was she thinking? Oh right, she wasn't. And Alexis has become unbearable. She's the one who committed a crime by getting rid of the gun, and now she's trying to blame Sonny? She can't incriminate him, she wasn't even there, and she had probable cause to dispose of the gun. Alexis needs to own what she did. Christina took the gun, and Alexis is just trying to cover it up. Sonny's only protecting Christina. Don't blame Sonny for this mess. I can't stand Alexis anymore. I really hope the writers aren't seriously thinking of putting Jason and Anna together. Could they get any more ridiculous? Anna and Jason are on a mission together again. I wonder if she knew he'd be going. She sure seemed to enjoy sitting in his seat with that smile on her face. Some folks are complaining that Jason is only going to find Lucky because of Carly, but that's not true. Jason has plenty of reasons. He and Lucky have had a friendship, and Jason genuinely cares about Lulu. The GH writers are clearly using this storyline to bring a new villain to town, and Jason's involvement is part of that. Don't worry, Jason will come back without a scratch on him. Let's clear something up about the family dynamics. Patricia, Lucas Lorenzo, Eka, Luke, and Barbara Jean, Eka, Bobby were siblings. Bobby worked for Rudy when she got pregnant with Caroline or Carly and gave her up for adoption. Over the years, Bobby and Carly reconciled and became mother and daughter in every sense, with forgiveness on both sides. Before the actress who played Bobby passed away in real life, Carly had already changed her last name to Spencer. This makes Luke Carly's uncle and Valerie her cousin, as well as Lulu's cousin. And of course, Maxie is Lulu's best friend. Now, regarding Alexis, she's been arrested for John Kate's death. Christina and Michael found out that Molly tipped off the authorities, telling them Christina wasn't at Alexis' house the entire night Kate's was killed and that she had a gun. Christina had confided in Michael about her plan to kill John Kate's, but then changed her mind and left. Sonny and Alexis have been discussing whether Christina should see a professional to help with her mental state. I appreciated Sonny pointing out that Alexis is no saint. She's also a criminal, just like she always accuses Sonny of being. Thankfully, Michael was able to shut down Detective Chase's investigation into Christina, which would have led her into even more trouble. I loved hearing Loy's original voice again when Tracy tried to convince Brooklyn not to start her own family. Loy saw that Tracy liked the idea of becoming a great-grandmother, but feared losing her close bond with Brooklyn due to past losses. It seems Jason and Anna will work on their strained relationship while they're in Africa, trying to find Lucky for Lulu. When a soap opera like General Hospital decides to take a character off the canvas, they either send them to Never Never Land or put them in a coma, where no one hears from them until they're brought back for a new storyline. That's just how it works. So stop with all the Carly Spencer hatred. There are bigger reasons why she hasn't visited her comatose cousin Lulu. So clearly, Loy's expression says it all. Brooklyn, BLQ, doesn't realize Gio is the baby she put up for adoption. The big question is, though, is Dante the baby's father too? When Cody came to town, there was a mention of Dante having a secret, but where does Sonny fit into all of this? He didn't even know Dante was his son 21 years ago. So why was he so invested in dance education? Here's where I think the story might go. Drew and Willow end up sleeping together, and a few weeks later, Willow discovers she's pregnant. Somehow, Sam finds out, confronts Willow, and then either plans to tell someone else or goes straight to Michael. But before she can, an accident happens, possibly something gang-related with Sonny, and Sam dies. In the process, she ends up saving Lulu, as Lucky isn't a viable donor. Before she passes, Sam has final moments with her mom, her kids, sisters, Dante, Jason, and Elizabeth. She might also have some tough conversations with her brothers. One or two of those interactions, maybe with Christina or Dante, don't go well, leaving them with unresolved feelings they'll have to carry after her death. Sam ascends to heaven and reunites with her brother Danny and her baby Leela. Do you think that's where this is headed, or will it be less intense and more random? I doubt the writers will give Sam a proper send-off, considering how poorly her character has been treated lately. It seems unlikely they change course now. It might all come to a head at Ava's trial. Christina could snap and try to kill Ava in open court, but someone tackles her, causing the gun to go off and hit Sam, though honestly, it'd be better if it hit Sonny. Sam's death would devastate Molly, causing her to lash out even more at Alexis and Christina. Molly might even have Christina arrested for murder. Christina could get off on temporary insanity and be sent to a sanitarium, where she might discover the real Drew, perhaps manifesting a better version, maybe bring back Adam Harrington as Drew. The show could follow this with a few PSI episodes about organ donation, where a new character, Izia, speaks about patients waiting for organs at GH. Alexis or someone else would then make the decision to donate Sam's organs. Lucky will end up saving Lulu. But honestly, the only character this current writing team would give a true heavenly send-off to is probably Sonny. No matter how many times someone tries to justify Alexis' actions, they just don't add up. Even hearing Diane defend her doesn't make it make sense. Alexis is a Cassadine. She's no stranger to weapons, cover-ups, and lies. Add to that her legal expertise, and it becomes even more baffling. When she found the gun in her bag, her unstable daughter was upstairs. If she genuinely thought Christina was suicidal, wouldn't the gun have been upstairs with her? Wouldn't a terrified mother run upstairs, wake her up, and demand answers? Christina had already declared that she wanted to kill Jagger, so Alexis had to at least consider it could be a murder weapon. And of course, Sunny must have crossed her mind. Sorry, Diane, but Alexis knew where that gun came from. The only explanation that makes sense to me is that Alexis knew whose gun she was tossing. She was trying to implicate Sunny, assuming that a police search would reveal a missing gun. What she didn't count on was Carly already giving Sunny an alibi. Nor did she expect that her ex and Liz would see her throw the gun, now implicating herself in the murder. Honestly, I'm okay with Christina throwing herself on the mercy of the court, confessing to the murder to protect her mother. Molly would help her, and Rick could swoop in to take Molly away from all this mess. Let's wrap up this storyline and move on. Just bring Jason back with Lucky, and please don't make Lucky disappear for years again. And for the love of everything, don't send crybaby Anna with him. Joss is still stuck on Sunny cheating, which was bad, yeah, but let's be real. Has Carly not cheated in pretty much every relationship she's ever been in? And Joss herself cheated on Cameron with Dex. I get that she wants to defend her mom, but using this as a reason to demonize Sunny feels hypocritical. Plus, hating on Sunny for his mob ties and dangerous lifestyle wouldn't work either, considering she excuses Jason for doing the same things, even when he planned a hit on his and Carly's wedding day. I'm glad Michael has finally stopped hating Sunny, but I wish he wasn't still keeping that emotional distance by saying, I did it for my family with Willow, and Sunny's still technically family. Just tell Joss that Sunny's your dad and you love him. Own it. Drop your thoughts in the comment section below. Do you agree or disagree? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more updates. Your opinions matter, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you.